Clemson comes in on New Year's Eve. Anthony Eads gets us underway, working with Tim Clockerty and Roger Ayers, and Mercyhurst, they'll show it some. George converts on his first shot from the field. Naithan George, coming off a scoreless performance, he's been a bit under the weather, didn't score in 22 minutes against Hofstra. Bernie Blunt to answer, and that hits with a thud, but an offensive board. Back to Blunt, and it's there. A turnover in the transition game. Mercyhurst almost gave it back. Pass to Martin, hit him in the chest. Lemelman, a three. That's Tyler Betsy, first subs of the game for Syracuse, as Sadiq White and William Kyle sit. King's off the mark, but Starling puts it back and one.
And then if we do miss a shot, I'm attacking the board. You see JJ right here doing a good job on the offensive glass.
Soiree struggled as the last line of defense. And on the breakaway, Lemelman off the turnover. That's the type of thing that'll frustrate the coaches.
How you want to come off a loss, right? Coming in being even sloppier, right? They had 9 turnovers against Hofstra.
The pressure, I think, is the way they really do want to play. There's a turnover created off a bad pass into the middle. Kings to George. One more for Starling. Book it.
Excuse me, defensive rebound.
Sadiq White on the back down. Missed badly, but William Kyle digs it out and draws a foul. Transitioning to Division I.
I mean, he's probably one of the best centers in the country as far as how he's playing right now defensively.
Nate George trying to initiate. Anthony, scoop and score.
As a former player, when you get that first bucket to go down, you get into the rim, you see blood.
William Kyle gets that one hanging on the rim.
William Kyle, Sadiq White have been active on the boards. They just got to be able to finish.
The lob for Sadiq. Instead, it's a shot. Score it for Nate George. George playing off the ball, coughs it up. One-on-one, and Lemelman does Syracuse a favor. Open man, and the lay-in from Gamble.
7 here in the first half versus Mercyhurst. Look, no slight to Mercyhurst. Syracuse should overwhelm them, but you want to play a clean game, you want to execute, and you want to be in strong and going up strong at the rim.
Weave action here for Starling to set up the three. Kiyan Anthony drains it from the sideline. The end game situation from Saturday, and certainly will arise later in the year. George operating from the left. To Starling. Fakes, now fires. JJ Starling. Ivanowskis. Foul line jumper is good for Jake Lemelman. Now team high scoring honors with 7.
And what they do say about Michigan, they run their sets. It doesn't matter who they're playing against. They're going to execute. They're going to get to that last option. Great find, great shot right there by Lemelman.
Good ball movement this time around the horn for George, and the drop off to Sadiq White. Syracuse struggled a little against Hofstra's zone on Saturday. Bernie Blunt with a high glass shot. Ricochet comes down to Naithan George of the Cuse.
And Cuse got lucky on that one. William Kyle has
Here's
to
the
see
lob.
that.
And William Kyle up to the house top.
Syracuse should have been doing early and often. William Kyle, we've seen a lot of that this year.
Stumbling, Lemelman turns it over. Orange the other way, 3-on-1. Kyle again.
White has to be careful. I like his activity. He just has to be careful with his hands.
Left of the lane, little floater spit out by the rim. Tip doesn't go until Martin cashes in and draws the foul. And again, against the zone here where it calls upon that execution. Slashing drive, good bucket for JJ Starling. Fading. One bailed out by his teammate. Sean Lang getting his first run. 5 on the timer. Tough shot for Blunt, deflected by Naithan George. And the Orange the other way. Anthony created, draws the contact. That is what he can do.
I love the creativity by Anthony. You see right here, he keeps the ball low, sweeps it through, plays through the contact.
Changing the play call on the fly. Ivanowskis in deep with the left denied, and Sadiq brings it up. Sadiq's not stopped. Couldn't finish right at the cup, and Ivanowskis boards the miss.
If I'm Sadiq, I'm not going away from the rim. I'm playing off of 2 feet and dunking on somebody's head.
Yeah, he could have really put it down on somebody there. Lemelman above the foul line. Lemelman can stroke it. 13 for him.
I like Lemelman's game. He has a good handle on it. He gets to his spots, and like you said, he can shoot the ball.
This time, Sadiq doesn't mess around. And here's Sadiq going parumpa-pum-pum.
Yeah, if I'm 6'9", I'm
Lemelman doesn't miss. Hung right in late against Miami of Ohio, who's picked near the top of the MAC this year.
He's done a great job of just being poised, in control, taking care of the ball, and taking advantage of the opportunities. Matt, he's trying to get his NIL as well.
Bernie Blunt from Jamesville. And Naithan George will dribble it out. It's a 14-point margin in the end as Syracuse wins 76-62.